The NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Budweiser. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager.
I was close as a player. I saw it in the building. You know, I was that close, but I just never could get my hands on it. That's part of the reason I don't want to touch it. I want to earn it. I want it to be handed to me. Then I can touch it whenever I want to.
He can touch it in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. He played 13 years in the league. Was a solid player, one-time All-Star, then became a head coach in Orlando, 4+ years there. Won a Coach of the Year, but his team never made it out of the first round. Now in his 4th year here in Boston, and he took some heat while he was here in Boston. Some called for him to be fired. One thing about Doc Rivers, he stayed the same with everyone, whether he was winning 24 games last year or 66 this year. Never changed. He might not be a Hall of Famer as a coach, but his players love playing for him, and you won't find anybody more comfortable in his own skin than Doc Rivers.
Who's to say he won't be a Hall of Fame coach? You keep getting great players. He does a great job with great players. There's no saying he won't be.
Absolutely. I tell you what, he out-coached the Hall of Fame coach in this series.
Pierce knocks down the three. But he's a guy, it's hard not to root for a guy like Rivers.
And I like what he did. Waited until the timeout was over, and then he sends the substitutions in to give these guys their due.
And I think he's going to bring all three of his best players out together, which I like very much.
Odom and Garnett. Odom's not happy with how physical, you get the feeling he's not happy how physical the Celtics are, despite the fact that it's such a blowout.
Well, what do you want him to do? Stop playing?
Here's a chance. Celtic fans obviously thrilled with the title, but I think perhaps for many, especially the old-timers, extra special when it's the Lakers. Garnett's jump shot. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Here's the kick ball. And now, here come the substitutions, and it looks like it's going to be for Allen, Pierce, and Garnett. They had 25 All-Star appearances between them with Garnett, Pierce, and Allen. But none of them ever made it to the NBA Finals. Now all three will get their first NBA championship. They all sacrificed their individual games for the sake of the team. This is a Celtic team that the old Celtics, the Russells and Havliceks, are so proud of for the way they played. Inside to Davis, and Davis is fouled. Doc Rivers emotional with his players. Pearson played his entire career here in Boston. He's had his ups and downs. Thought he was going to be traded this offseason. Now he's an NBA champion.
I look at Doc Rivers, and he's a guy that talked about never having the opportunity to truly mourn the loss of his dad. And he can't help but to be emotional right now, realizing that his dad is watching his son and could not be proud.
Blocking foul as Odom will go to the line. They say it all started back on that preseason trip to Rome, because On paper, the three of them again, terrific players, but you just didn't know how they were going to mesh.
Yeah, I disagree with that, Mike. When Garnett came here, and I'm sorry if I cut you off, I just really feel like with Garnett's unselfishness, there was no doubt that they were going to be a team that's willing to sacrifice.
But even Pierce and Allen, they all said that that was a big part of them coming together. Garnett has always been an unselfish star. He had such difficult playoff experiences, losing in the first round year after year with Minnesota. That one year they made it to the conference finals, but then he missed the last 3 years as Tony Allen drives in. And Poe, as we go under 3 minutes remaining. They're celebrating in Boston tonight. Eddie House, one of those terrific signees from Danny Ainge. Posey fires away, hits a three, just pouring it on. A 38-point lead for the Boston Celtics. Odom draws the foul. And we'll have the final timeout. Kobe Bryant had a hot start, but the Celtic defense once again frustrating him. All Celtics tonight. Not since 1986 has Boston won the NBA championship. They're 2 minutes and 21 seconds away.